Warning, shots will be fired during this presentation.
2023-2024 season. Let's get it. It's a great return. Layout strikes back. We going live and tuned up to the max. Relle and King still spitting the facts. Wrapping it up with a little yard in the chat. Baltimore, Dallas, we still on the map. The others agree we don't know about that. We wrote the blueprints, don't know about that. And Nico, we trust, yeah, we know about that. MFF fail, that we roster. Cooking up with Curry, steak and Eliza. Hope your appetite will win in this hearty. Grab yourself a seat for the after game party. We never die, we live long and prosper. You ain't imagining we home like Fosters. Lightning in the sky like Dr. Frankenstein, Luca and Kyrie. They created a monster. The rules of the game are the same. They're on every platform, same name. At WTM, have your question on screen. Keep it courteous and keep it clean. And remember to share and like. Welcome Relle and King to the mic. Wherever, whenever you hear this pod. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Glow Yard. This is a Glow Yard.
YouTube, Glow Yard Gang, MFFLs, podcast listeners all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of We Talk Mavs, members only post game edition, guys. We about to be cooking with grease tonight, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. I know most of y'all were in the playback with us today, man. Y'all already know how we feel. So shout out to the people who joined us on playback today, man. If you ain't joined us on playback, I don't know what you're doing, man. Download that playback app and hang out with your boys on playback, man, as we watch the Dallas Mavericks games, man, with the Glow Yard. But
yes,
one of those games, man, that we really got to get some things off our chest today. We definitely gonna do that. But before we do, man, we definitely like to thank the people who are new to the channel, man. And if you enjoy Mav content, you're in the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man, to join us here as we talk about all things Dallas Mavericks. And also, everybody, please hit that like button, man. Please hit that like button. And also, too, man, before we start up, guys, we got a special announcement for the folks. I know some of the people on Playback already heard. We finally got a new sponsorship to the channel, so we definitely got to show some love to Fanatics for sponsoring the channel, new partnership with those guys. They are now sponsoring. We now have a partnership with them, guys. So, listen, for all your Dallas Maverick apparel, man, y'all guys know what to do. Go to Fanatics, man. Go ahead, King. Tell them what they want, King.
I'm telling what they want. Well, basically, I guess our friends at Fanatic, like Relle said, partnered up with us, gave us our own link so you guys can check them out. If you're able to watch us on the screen, you can use this code, I guess the QC code, take a picture of it whenever you want to get your official Mav gear. And right now, they're doing a special, a code using code 24SHIP. You get free U.S. shipping. So if you're in the U.S., sorry for all of our folks outside of the U.S., I know that's a bummer, but if you're looking for any Mav gear right now, use promo code SHIP US. I'm sorry, 24SHIP. Eeks. My first time, guys. But 24SHIP and get free shipping in the US. So thank you so much to Fanatics for that.
Yes, sir. And also, too, guys, if you did not catch that QR code, you can go down to the description box below. King posted a link in there. You can go through our site to get the stuff, man. That would definitely help out the channel a lot, guys. We definitely appreciate you guys for that. Go ahead and copy new Mav gear, man, through Fanatics, guys. And we got the link down below, man. WTMDM1, guys. So, yes, we got to thank Fanatics, man, for the partnership, man. It's definitely a site that I know me and King use a lot to get some of our stuff. I know I told my wife about it, man. She's like, oh, that's perfect for you. You constantly ordering stuff from them. So, yeah. Definitely appreciate them, man, partnering up with them, man.
And it's official NBA Mav gear, guys.
Yeah,
so don't worry about it.
NBA Mav gear, Nike, Jordan, whatever. Like this, all the stuff that you would buy at the Mavs hangar, you can get through Fanatics, guys. So there you go. All right, King, man, you ready to get into this, man? Unfortunately,
I guess, man.
I came in with the right gear on today, man. You told me to come dressed for the occasion, man. I'm definitely doing that today, man, with my official Jason Kidd gear on. We're going to get into that by talking about these takeaways of the game, man. So, Dallas loses 110 to 138 to the Boston Celtics. Let's put this into people's face. Check this out. I don't think I'm too high. There we go. Field goal percentage, Dallas shoots 46%. Boston shoots 55%. 3-point percentage, Dallas shoots 26%, 9 of 34. Boston shoots 21 of 43 for 48%. Free throws, Dallas 13 of 18 for 72%. Boston shoots a whopping 100%, 13 of 13. Rebounds, 47 to 42. Offensive rebounds, Dallas wins by 110 to 9. Defensive rebounds, Boston 38 to 32. All right, King. Go ahead and let the folks at home know exactly what is on your King loving, Jason Kidd loving mind out here, man.
I mean, it's basically a Jason Kidd game. I think we already discussed that in playback. He's officially trash can juice. Sorry, Tim Hardaway Jr. That's not you. It's not Maxey. It's a reason why we're trying to give people that name, and it's really Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is officially, in my books at least, trash can juice. We just played small. We didn't shoot the three ball particularly well today, but I didn't think we needed to. We got to a point where we decided to go big, and we actually had decent success. I feel like with a lineup of Derek Lively and PJ Washington when he played in that third quarter. But then Jason Kidd decided to, for some reason, when you just give up a first round pick, you got a center in the first round. You gave up a first round pick for another center, and you decide to use Maxey Kleber, who's coming back from that toe injury, as basically your center. He just doesn't start. And yeah, man, I don't get it. Why he goes away from what's working and what's dominant. I feel like Derek Lively was pretty dominant today, but he didn't want to give it to him. So it's Jason Kidd, man. That's it. I don't have anything else to say about it. It's Jason Kidd. Got cute. I know we lost by 28 points in the end of the day. It wasn't that bad. We were doing some good things. Kyrie was struggling a little bit today. It is what it is. But when we had success, Jason Kidd decided to go small against a team that's not even that big. They just have a little bit of, I guess, height with Kristaps Porzingis, but we know how he plays. And yeah, Jason Kidd making a decision again. So yeah, I'm right now just going to be. I'm not going to try not to be a casual. I'm going to try my hardest to just analyze the games as just an analyst if I was one, and I no longer hold fandom, because right now, bro, I can't stand Jason Kidd. As I said, he's officially trash can juice. And as long as he's around, it's not fun being a coach of this team. So I'm just going to analyze the team. So I'll do that, bro. But I'd like to know your opinion.
Let's get this quote here, man, from your favorite coach of all time, man, Jason Kidd, bro. When they asked him, Grant asked him directly about that lineup, and it's what he says. Jason Kidd on the Mavs losing against the Celtics. It was a game that we wanted, but we learned a lot about ourselves and some things to correct, but it's going in the right direction now, a little closer than you think from the scores. He also made some comments about why he played the smaller lineup, saying that the Boston Celtics struggled against the smaller lineups. King, since I didn't watch the game today, I don't watch the games. I'm a casual. At what point did they struggle against our small lineup today?
Not at all.
I'm sorry, you said what now?
I said not at all.
But Kidd kept them in the game because he said they struggled against small lineups.
Yeah, not at all. When he went big, they actually struggled.
I'm tired of talking about it, y'all. Y'all already know. I'm tired of talking about the same stuff. We know what the issue is. I'm just tired of talking about it. Y'all heard me say this a couple games ago. I said that Jason Kidd is going to cost Luka an MVP. And we saw it today. Dallas cut the lead down to 2. They cut the lead down to 2. They started playing defense. Lively was a presence in the paint, like King said. He made a difference today, especially early in the game. And it's like, you know what? It works. Let's go away from that. Let's try this now. Now, I got mad because they're in the third quarter. Like you said, Lively played 2.5 seconds in the third quarter. They took him out, and you decided to put Maxey in there. You've heard us say a million times, Maxey should not be playing the center. You want to know why Maxey's been getting hurt every year for the last 3 or 4 years? Because you're playing him out of position. He's not a banger. That's not Maxey's job. He's more of a perimeter defender than he is a banger. And you're putting him at the 5, banging up against guys like Al Horford and Tillman and guys like that, causing them to get injured every year. And it's just, Kid, I don't know. I've talked about this on Playback. I know it's gonna probably sound like an echo, y'all, but most of y'all who was in Playback, I try not to say my opinions on Playback. I try to save it for the show, but I gotta say it again, man. Jason Kidd makes me mad because we've been screaming for the longest we need size.
Mm-hmm.
We've been screaming for the longest we need size. I've even seen people on Twitter earlier say this too. We've been asking for size for so long. We finally got it, and Jason Kidd still won't play him. But all we heard when we had Christian Wood, we had excuses on why Jason Kidd don't play him. Jason Kidd know what he doing. Trust Jason Kidd. He got to be keeping these guys out for a reason. Next year, you get Rashawn Holmes. They go out and trade this guy during the draft because you needed size. Jason Kidd does it again. You barely play this guy. But it was Rashawn Holmes' fault. Jason Kidd knows what he's doing. That's why he's not playing. Now you go out during the trade deadline and you finally get a backup center in Gafford and you play him 5 minutes. Before the Toronto game, you play him 7 minutes. All we keep hearing is that we need size. We need size. We need size. Nico has touched on it. We need size. He went out and got the two things that we needed was a forward and a center. You needed two bigs, and we did that. You traded a first-round pick for this guy again. Okay. That seemed to be the theme for this team. You trading just giving away first-round picks like we got an abundance of them, like we're OKC or like we're San Antonio or somebody. You know, it's fine. Oh, it's just a first-round pick. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You trade that off to get this man, and you play him 5 minutes. There was a lineup at one point where they had KP and Al Horford in the same time. But you know what your very intelligent coach decided to do?
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
Go small.
What? No. He went big.
Oh, okay.
Because ain't big put Maxey at the 5 with 4 guards? Ain't that going big?
Yeah, man. Maxey was like 7'9" last time I measured.
Gotcha. Okay, he did get that growth spurt He did get that growth spurt. I forgot about that. So yeah, that's what your most intelligent coach of all time decided to do. King, this is the part I don't understand. I said this in Playback. I've heard folks like Tim McMahon, every time he drop an article, every time he's on Hoop Collective, every time he run his mouth on any other show on ESPN, can find ways to poke holes at Luka. I have not once heard this man say anything to Jason Kidd. And the one time he kind of semi gave him pushback, he crawled back into his corner like a little scared little kid. And it's like, why don't you put that same energy toward this guy who put one of the stupidest lineups up? We called this out on Playback, which is crazy. They took PJ out, who was doing the best job on everybody out there on the perimeter, guarding people, right? You take this man out, and you decide to put Maxey in at the 5. Then you take Luka out and decide to put Josh in. Then you run the 4-guard lineup. 4-guard lineup. Now, on top of that, you put in a 4-guard lineup, King. This is the part that makes me mad, too. We getting, not only when we struggling on defense, you couldn't put no points up. Kyrie, Tim Hardaway, Josh Green. Who else was it? Maxi Kleber. I'm missing somebody else.
It wasn't PJ.
And Dante Exum. That's who it was.
It was Exum beside Kyrie.
So let me ask you a question, King. Out of those 5 people I just named, who on that in that lineup can generate consistent offense?
Kyrie.
Keep going. You done? That's it? You don't gonna keep going?
Kyrie.
Oh, gotcha. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting this right, because I don't watch the games. So you telling me, King, they had their 2 bigs in the game. You decided to go small. When they started generating offense, you decide to put in every player that can't generate enough offense to keep up with their offense, besides Kyrie. And Kyrie was struggling today. Mm-hmm. That's what you decide to do. Like if y'all can't see it, then I don't know what to tell you, man. Jason Kidd is going to cost Luka another year, y'all. It's going to cost him another year. I asked folks in the Playback today. Right now we're in a playing spot. Let's just say we finish the year in a playing spot. Do y'all really trust Jason Kidd to win y'all a game? One game in the play-in. Does anybody trust Jason Kidd to win you one game in the play-in? This man literally forfeited the game in the third quarter. I said it. Forfeited the game in the third quarter. You had PJ and Lively cooking. It was down by 2. And the first thing this man decides to do is say, you know what? Let me take the one guy out here locking cats up and then put Master Cleveland, who's been struggling on offense and on defense, by the way. And let me put in 4 guards around him. That'll clean. That'll get it right. That'll get it right. This dude is an idiot, King. He's an idiot, bro. He's literally the worst coach I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen a coach that does the complete opposite of what you're supposed to do. All we heard is he don't got the pieces. You finally got the pieces. All we heard, they broke 100%. The team is 100%, and you decide to lose the game for this team, bro. Now, people can talk about the score or whatever, like you just said earlier. That score is not indicative of what the game was, bro. Mm-hmm. If you did not see the game, then you can't put it into context. Mm-hmm. That game was not a 30-point, not a 20-point game. It wasn't. They were down by 2 with the proper lineup in, and this man completely just scrapped that. Scrapped the lineup that got you back in the game. Took them out and kept Maxey in there for damn near a whole quarter, bro.
Here comes Maxey.
I'm just like, I don't get this. And Maxey was getting cooked out there, bro. Cooked. Who do you stop, King? Dang, you still going? That's a long list you naming off right now. Dang, he stopped him too? Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought he had like some. Okay, all right. Dang, he's still going. Okay. Listen, man. I hate this for Luka, man. And I'm so glad Luka didn't get a 40-point triple-double, because that would have been a stain for sure on him. I'm glad he didn't get a 40-point triple-double, bro. That was ridiculous, man.
Why did Jason Kidd not realize that Max is not one of the better players on the team anymore?
This is another thing that got me too, King. I said this before, right? Guys like Gafford can get pulled out and don't play the rest of the game. Derrick Jones can get pulled out, don't play the rest of the game. Christian Wood can get pulled out, don't play the rest of the game. Hardy can get pulled out, don't play the rest of the game. Rashawn Holmes can get pulled out, don't play the rest of the game. Lively can get pulled out, don't play the rest of the game. But guess who are the guys whose minutes keep increasing throughout the year? The 2 guys we've been asking on this channel that should have been gone a long time ago. One of them you should have got a contract extension to. We said that a million times. We got laughed out off Mavs Twitter for that. And now everybody want him gone. And the other guy is the guy who was the originator of the trash can juice. You get those guys minutes. When they stinking it up on both ends of the court, you get them minutes. But the other guys who can contribute in some other way other than scoring, you take their minutes away. I don't understand what Jason Kidd's thinking is, bro. I don't understand what his thinking is. It's very frustrating because you see it. It's right in front of you, bro, and he would not. He won't fix it, or he's just gonna change it up for some stupid odd reason that he can't really give you.
Bro, and it's not even like I said. It's not that I don't want Max. Maxey can get a couple minutes on the floor. Like, I'm fine with Maxey doing that. My issue is, like, he's playing Maxey like he's one of the better players. Like, I gave Maxey credit when Maxey was going through his little run of helping us, a little spurts of Maxey, pause or whatever. Like, just that. That's all we need. But we can't be playing Maxey over Gafford and over like Lively. Like, you can't be doing that.
Bro, and all of that, you're playing majority of your minutes at the center position. How many times have you heard us ask, stop putting him at the... He should be back up power maybe
forward.
4 or 5 minutes if you want to do like a smaller lineup. If that's what the matchup calls for, then maybe yes, but not 13, 15, 20 minutes of where they're playing the center position, bro. That's how he originally got hurt, is playing out of position.
Bro, why can't you play 2 guards, power forwards in the center? If that's what you want. If you want your 3 guards, I mean.
Bro, he played that lineup for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, if you want your 3 guards, play your 3 guards. And we have like guys that are versatile and, kind of lengthy and all that can play more than just the point guard position or the 2 guard. Other guys like Luke and Exum, they can play either the point guard or the 3 position. Like, you can play those 3 with Kyrie and play like a Maxey and a Gafford or a PJ Washington and a Lively. That'll work.
I'm tired, man. I'm just tired of going through the same thing with Jason Kidd every year, bro. You see other teams, coaches, man, just like putting their teams in positions, bro. You see them not costing the teams games. And I swear to you, King, I thought that in the third quarter he was going to correct it before he put Maxey in the game, bro. Before he took what's name out and put Maxey in there at the 5. I was like, he's going to correct this. Because he already had Tim Hardaway in there already. And it's like, okay, they're kind of hanging in there because when they had PJ and they had Lively in there, they're kind of hanging in there. But he was like, nope, we're going to take Luka out. Then they end up putting Josh Green. No, they put Josh Green in after Maxey. They put Maxey in, and then they took they took PJ out, and then they put Josh Green in.
Yep.
Because I thought when they had Josh Green on the sideline, I thought he was going to come in for Tim Hardaway or whatever. Nah, bro, came in for PJ.
Yeah.
And PJ just got through locking up a couple cats. I'm just like, bro,
because Jason Kidd falls in love with certain players and he can't pull them off the floor. It's like, bro, just pull Tim Hardaway off right now and put Josh Green in. You need a little extra defensively. And he's like, no, I'm gonna find a way to keep Tim Hardaway in there as well.
That's why I just said
in there as well.
I'm naming all people that got a short leash. All we heard last year was people need to earn their minutes. And I keep asking folks, what did Tim Hardaway do to earn his minutes? What did Maxey do to earn his minutes?
He has the wrong guy on the short leashes, man. Wrong guys. He has the wrong guys.
The only way we're gonna get past this, King, Nico needs to take that out of his hands, bro. Take that stuff away from him to where you don't have you have no choice but to use the proper people, bro.
How do you do that though, other than firing them?
No, I mean trade him over the offseason. Tim got 1 year left. Get rid of him.
So you really have to. So here's my thing. So you really have to do that, bro? If you got to do that, then you know what got to happen.
Oh, I know.
If you have to force a guy to play guys you trading first round picks for, then you know what you must do. Like there's no trading guy. You shouldn't have to trade guys away to make a guy do his job.
Like I said, King, remember we asked a few of the writers who came on our show this question, bro. I asked them, is there a disconnect between the front office and the coaching staff? I said this because this man refused to play bigs, which does not. I don't understand this. Nico's been adding certain players that we need, and that's not what he wants. Now, you told me supposedly he has control over what goes on the roster. So you telling me y'all not talking about this when you're going out and you getting these guys? So are you telling me now, King, that he didn't want Gafford? Is that why he's not playing him? You let me know that right now so I can understand. Okay, that's why he's not playing Gafford. Did he not want Gafford?
Gafford looked good.
Because obviously you didn't want. It's like you don't want Gafford. You didn't want Rashawn Holmes. You didn't want Christian Wood. The list goes on. So I'm just trying to figure out. So it won't be a surprise to us later on at the end of the season that does he want Gafford or not? Because you know we getting killed on the boards. You talked about this yourself, Jason Kidd. Us getting killed on the boards and all that stuff. He goes out and gets you two very good centers that any team would kill to have right now. You get you two centers and you refuse to play these guys. Now, I told you last game, King, I don't want to hear any more excuses about Live can't guard on the perimeter. We just saw this cat what he did against what's the name in Toronto. You saw what he did today.
KP, yeah. If you want Gafford to play, Lively has to get hurt. Knock on wood, bro. Like it's like
that's the only way he played Gafford yesterday in Toronto because Maxey was hurt.
The reason somebody got to get hurt, but Maxey is the important. It's the hierarchy again that we talk about. Where it's
go again. So what's the hierarchy now?
I don't even know the hierarchy now is Maxey Kleber, I guess, bro. Maxey Kleber. Then I guess
go way down there. Then you look too high on Lively, bro.
White Powell, and then it's Daniel Gafford down there.
Nah, you go way down there with all the rest of them because you got Lively not playing in the fourth quarter, bro. He obviously ain't nowhere near Maxey up there, bro.
Maxey shouldn't be the highest one on the list. It shouldn't take Maxey being injured. It should take Gafford being injured or Lively being injured for Maxey to play the five. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's the sense. That's common sense. That's okay. That makes sense of what you should do. So since that makes sense, and what we talk about, bro, what we talk about here. They're not going to do.
It makes sense. They're not going to do
it. Like it. That's the pain of being a Maverick fan. That's really the pain of it. What hurts the most is that they're going to do dumb stuff. Like you can call it out and say, "Man, it would make so much sense to just do that." Damn,
nope. What you say? You said it makes sense. Sub in Dwight Powell.
Right. And they're gonna play with your heart because he'll do it for a second, and then right when you like got a chance, he'll say, you thought I was gonna let you have that victory. Sub in Maxey Kleber right now. It's
like, wait. This is going too well. We down by 2.
Bro.
No. I ain't gonna work.
Lively was cooking.
4 guards in Maxey Kleber at center.
Lively was cooking offensively and defensively.
Yep.
And it was like he was looking dominant out there, like he couldn't be stopped. He was too big. And Jason Kidd said, Maxey Kleber, get off the bench. And I'm like, wow, man.
Put Maxey in.
And he keeps his hands in his pockets, and it's like, bro, you watching this just go downhill and nothing about you saying call timeout and
No
stop.
timeouts.
Let's
You ever
go
know?
back.
Hey, King, you ever notice whenever he start coaching like that, he never called timeouts. You
It's
ever notice
like,
that?
bro,
He
it's
never
like
called timeouts.
it's like he got two personalities, bro. Like he just go into something saying I'm done, like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Real talk. It's like he just goes and forgets everything. Like, bro, we had it within 2 points. And he's like, oh, it goes down to 8, 9, 10. Like, bro, you don't want to stop that and say, well, let's try to put Lively back in because Maxey did not work. We just went down by 8 straight points.
No. Let's put one more guard in there.
Oh,
that'll clean it up.
It just doesn't make sense. And not like I said, shout out to Maxey, shout out to Tim Hardaway Jr. I'm not even mad at them anymore, man. I'm not mad at anybody on this team no more. This team's too talented. I am no longer mad at anybody on the Dallas Mavericks. I feel like the Mavericks are talented enough to compete. I like they are talented enough. Guys, we have enough guys in front of Maxey Kleber, in front of Tim Hardaway Jr. that can play, in front of just anybody that's not good enough. Man, you can play. If that's the case, try Markieff Morris at sometimes, whatever you got to do. But we don't do things because of Jason Kidd. So I'm done. Like, PJ Washington should be the main power forward, but because he's playing so well now and look good at power forward, you got to find a way to get Max Kleber minutes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just like it's dumb seniority or dumb favorites and all that Jason Kidd chooses instead of choosing the correct just philosophy to win basketball games. And it doesn't make sense, so I'm tired of trying to make it make sense. It's a stupid philosophy. He tried to do that, and that's why the Celtics took advantage of it and dominated us. He says at some point it's going to be a philosophy and we're getting towards that goal. So I hope at some point we look better than this, but I don't know how many games he's going to just give away. And because of him liking to give away games, as you said, he'll be costing Luka Doncic MVPs, not only this year, years before, but probably years in the future, because that's how he likes to play. We know about this. We call it out. We call it at the beginning of the season saying it's going to take 20 games for him to figure out a rotation. That's stupid. It's stupid. You feel me? Like we call this on the show. You can go throughout the show, and it's like a timeline of the season. Like you can literally see Jason Kidd's timeline of how foolish he's been this season. And I'm tired of even thinking about it, even wanting to, cheer for it. So it is what it is, bro. We took the L today. Hopefully Jason Kidd will figure out a way to play a right rotation for a long enough time next game, because that's all it's going to take.
Man, he might do it for one game and then revert back to his old ways, bro. He do it all the time, bro.
This team is so streaky. It's streaky.
It's because of the coach, bro. When you put the lineup, I've said it a million times. I can't, me as a player, I can't tell you. I don't put the lineups in. I don't divvy after minutes. It's your darn coach, man. Like, I need people to start calling this man out on this. I ain't talking about the fans. I'm talking about the media. Need to start calling him out. I need Tim McMahon, as loud and wrong as he be, I need you to call that man out. Mm-hmm. Don't be sitting there ducking in the corner as soon as he raises his voice at you or whatever. Talking about, do some positive stuff. What positive am I supposed to talk about when you literally changed the lineup in the third quarter to sabotage the team? We called it out on playback, man. Everybody was like, "Whoa, what the? You're going even smaller, bro." There's one play that KP literally was about a foot away from the goal, just turned around and just laid it up in the goal, bro, right over a small. I told the folks in playback, I'm done, bro. I'm done. I just. The game's out of it's done now. You just completely lost the game for your team. And you just, like you said, you're sitting over there on the side, or you stand over there with your hands in your pockets. You're standing up for it, but you got your hands in your pockets. You're not saying nothing. You're not doing nothing. You're not engaging nothing. Like, bro, I'm done with this dude, bro. He's trash, man.
He need to be an assistant coach somewhere or something, bro.
Get that man off my team. I don't care where he go. You could be an assistant coach. You could be a ball boy. You can be whatever, bro. Get off my team, bro. You are garbage, man.
Let's go get Adrian Griffin and win him a championship. He was a former man.
Bro.
Let's just do it.
Like, I need, listen, this is probably the most important. I know we say this every year. This is probably the most important summer of Nico's career, bro. They gotta make a decision, bro. They got to, man. Get this man off my team.
We've reached that point, like Golden State, like other teams, where it's like we just need a coach now, man. Like, I need a real coach that's gonna hold guys accountable on set plays and that kind of stuff. Like, it's time now. It's time for Rick to return.
I wonder what Perks and them saying about Kidd now. But we need somebody. He was you got that man Jason Kidd on the sideline. What they supposed to mean?
They're gonna keep saying the same thing. They love Jason Kidd, man.
Because I heard supposedly they were questioning the fact that Gafford didn't play.
Yeah, you're right. I supposedly they did question he only had that many minutes, but we'll see, man. Somebody got Gafford had 6 minutes. That's dumb. Dwight Powell almost played as many minutes as Daniel Gafford.
Man, he played at garbage time.
That's dumb, bro. That's dumb. It's dumb.
But you know what? Maybe surely it's nice to just be one to give away first round picks, man.
First round pick for a guy that won't play. Bro, that's a story. Like, if I wrote for the Dallas Mavs or something.
Do we got an abundance of first round picks that I don't know about?
No, that's what I'm like. Somebody.
Oh,
got
I'm asking because you seem to be giving them away. I thought maybe we had a ton of them or something.
Met, man. Met. If you want to write a story, Met, like, ask how we keep giving away these first round picks. If you're watching this, shout out to Met. Why we keep giving away these first round picks and not playing guys? Like, we're already talking about not being able to give Luka the best talent and trying to deal with picks and, as little as we do to make something out of nothing. So we're using first round picks for guys. We might as well we could have just held on to the first round picks route and just did the whole, you feel me, like whenever, but you don't know who Jason Kidd guys are. Who does Jason Kidd want to play?
Yes. You know what's funny too, King? With the first round picks and everything, we always get these mock trades. Maybe we was getting all those mock trades and stuff before the trade deadline. And the first thing you see folks saying, "Oh, give them 2 firsts for Dennis Schroeder or whatever." Just throwing out a name, for example. Like, I'm not giving that 2 firsts for Dennis Schroeder. But then I was like, okay, now I see why Matt fans hit us with 2 firsts and a second for this player that nobody don't want on their team or whatever, right? Because your ownership. Your front office keep giving away picks and you're not using the guy. So they mind frame as well. I mean, they're not using the guy. They gave up a first round pick for him. Hell, give such and such 2 picks for Otto Porter. You know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah, the Mavs would have did that too. Like, Mavs would have gave 2 first round picks for Otto Porter. Shoot, you know what? If it wasn't for Nico, if we'd have been in a Donnie Nelson era, and I know people will love. Okay, let me do this because I wanted to say this and get this off my chest. I know Donnie did. We did get the 2011 championship with Donnie. I got that. And I really don't think we were not the favorites. I keep telling folks to win a championship that year.
Revisionist history.
Yeah, back then the stuff that everything worked out to be in Dirk's favor for that 1 year. Like, I don't know why people keep using that 1 year as the reason to give him a pass. How long did Dirk play? How many years?
21.
21 years. Dirk's had so many failures in his career. There's been so many years. Like, okay, he wanted to get Giannis. Mark Cuban didn't like me, Giannis. I got you. Damn, I wish we'd have had Giannis. That'd have been wild. Well, we got Luka. You feel me? Like a few years later, I got you. He got us Luka. I got you. Other than that, man, there's been so, like, Dirk only played with Luka 1 year. Donnie basically was around the whole Dirk regime almost. Why did Dirk only, like, succeed that one time? Where was his help? Where was his other all-star? Okay. And that's all I gotta say about Donnie. But yeah, Nico would have. I think Donnie would have made a trade by like going 2 first round picks for like Andrew Wiggins. I thought like that's a move I felt like Donnie would have made. Real talk.
No, I know.
I really think that's not like a knock to Donnie or anything like that. But I really think Donnie would have traded like 2 first round picks for Andrew Wiggins. And Andrew Wiggins is again away from the Golden State Warriors for personal reasons that nobody knows about.
Oh, he did it again?
Yeah.
Remember everybody was telling us they wanted him and stuff. It was like, no, sir.
I questioned him still wanting to play basketball. Plus, you gave a guy like that. When you give a guy, I don't want to label him as this, but this is what it looks like. When you give a guy that doesn't really care a championship, i.e. Jordan Poole, that's it. You got the one time out of him, and it's like, well, now I got a ring. I can sit back on podcasts. You feel me? Kind of like Rashad McCants. He only got a ring. Shout out to Rashad, but I can talk smash because I got a ring.
The way he talking, you swear he do.
I could talk. I was that dude coming to the league back in high school and college. I was that guy. Nobody could stop me, and now he got a ring too. So you could be one of those guys that talk like that. So. Rashad to give me the buckets though, man. I ain't gonna mess with Rashad. Was nice though. It just was his mentality though.
Yeah, you know how it is, man. With some of these players,
some of these dudes, their mentality, bro.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into the game ball, man. Who you out here giving the game ball to tonight, man?
I guess.
I think I pretty much know who you give it to.
Yeah, pause. But I'm gonna get the game ball.
I know you could probably give it to.
Yeah, hold on. Let me take that loop on.
Yeah, I took it off.
All right, I'm gonna give it to pause the Don.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to the simple Don, man. Like he was the only one I felt like that was dominant. There were some other guys that helped out a little bit and all that got on, but I feel like Jason Kidd got him out of whack. Luka was just easy. Luka could have got a 40 point or 40 something point triple-double, but he didn't.
I'm glad he didn't.
I think he knew as well, like, he's never lost without it. Like, they're not stupid. You feel me? So when it was getting out of hand already, when he was out there scoring at the end, and it was like, you know what? That's just – so I'll give it to Luke. It was easy for him.
I'm going to give it to the man who should have been playing more minutes.
Hope.
Derek Lively was dominating in the beginning of the game, man, to your favorite coach. Said, you know what? You doing too good, man. Let's take you out real quick.
You got a Maxi Kleber one?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
For now on, if you want to click on Maxi, click on this.
Grant Williams, I got you. I got you.
No, I need to work on it, though. But, yeah, man. Let's go ahead and get to the
no disrespect, Maxi. No disrespect. Like I said, I have no hard feelings towards Maxi anymore. Smito, you can return. No hard feelings towards Tim Hardaway, Johnny B. You can come back to the Glow Yard and talk your trash. I have nothing towards any of those players. It's Jason Kidd, y'all. Jason Kidd will make you. Mark Cuban and Jason Kidd will make you dislike players. I'm standing behind that, and I believe it's true.
I agree, bro. All right, man, this is the portion of the show, man, that belongs to the members of the show, man. So what we usually do, guys, you guys already know. We bringing up the members of the channel, man. So King's going to drop the link in the comment section for the members. If you are a member, go ahead and click on the link, man, and join us here on stage. So the way this is going to work, guys, only the members, okay? Not just some random people on here. If you're not a member of the channel, if you never did hit that join button, if you didn't hit the join button before, guys, then you're not a member. Not a subscriber to the channel, but a member of the channel. So you have to hit the join button to become a member. So if you are a member of the channel, you can join us here on stage as we talk Dallas Mavericks. We ask, guys, that you kind of make sure that you don't have anything going on in the background. Make sure your audio and everything is good too, guys, so that we can hear you loud and clear. We can have up to 10 people here on stage, guys. So if you are one of those people who are just going to sit there and not say anything, we ask that you kind of make room for people who actually do want to come on stage and actually who want to actually talk. So just to be fair to everybody else. Also, too, we'll take on the super chats. So if any super chats come in, guys, we'll post them up here on the screen, guys, for the people who post super chats. Matter of fact, I guess I can hit some of them right now. Oh, we got a lot of them. Here we go. Ben. He's just gifted 5 members memberships to the people in the crowd. Appreciate you, Ben. Appreciate you. TGK gifted out 1. Okay, both of those guys are Glow Yard members. Amount, man, it's been a minute. Ooh, dang.
Ooh.
Appreciate your amount, man, with the $50 no. He says a loss ain't all bad. They didn't look sharp, but if they were able to hit their shots at any point of the night, they might have confidence to actually play the second half of the fourth, which I didn't really blame them for not. I just brought he brought a WTM shirt. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah, I put the tags, the products in the on the show too.
Oh, you did it again? Okay.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, we got a little meeting tomorrow, guys. We're gonna try to work on some new merch, man. So y'all look out for that, man. We definitely gonna have that lined up for you guys here pretty soon, man. Y'all saw some of the shirts that King had been wearing on the show. Shout out to Course Kings. We're gonna try to work with these guys, man, and get some real merch going on here, guys. So look forward to that. Ben just gifted 1 more. We Talk Mavs membership, man. Appreciate you, Ben.
Ben trying to come for Koi's MVP.
I see, man. Ben out here thinking he don't trying to do Koi like Luka, man. Don't do that, man. Logan with the $2 dono. He said Perkin already saying Jason Tatum is better than Luka. Oh my god. Okay. Whatever, man. So you already saying he's better than Luka, huh? Okay. Well, I heard that during halftime it was a different story. So you see how quick they switch up. That's why I don't watch ESPN, y'all. Ben with the £5. King thought he gonna give me. He's also a Glow Yard member. He said Jason Kidd on the Celtics. It's about team. It's about team for them. You can tell by the ball movement. No accountability, taking shots at his players. Unreal. Yeah, man. Like I said, he never takes accountability for anything he does, man. And that's the issue I have with Jason Kidd. I've been having it for the longest, man. He don't stand up for his teams. He don't stand up for his players. Don't take accountability. He does some of the most idiotic things when it comes to coaching as far as his lineups. He don't call timeouts. And it's like I remember I sent King this video, forgot what it was, talking about Jason Kidd and coaches, right? Because he was labeled a coach killer when he was a player. And I need y'all to watch this. I can't think of the name of that video.
And Beef History?
Yeah, Beef History, yeah. So y'all need to go watch that video. I'm telling you, a lot of it's not just Jason Kidd as a coach. This was Jason Kidd as a player too. Now, I was a kid watching Jason Kidd, and I was a fan of his. I didn't pay attention to that stuff. But now that I'm hearing about it now, and you see how Jason Kidd is now as a coach, it's starting to make sense. This is Jason Kidd's personality, y'all. He's very stubborn. He does not communicate. He's never wrong. He never holds himself accountable for anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is Jason Kidd as a coach. He did the same thing as a player. He's doing it now as a coach. That's why I'm not surprised by this.
Thank you, Ben.
Appreciate it, Ben. Logan with the $5 dono. He says legitimate question. He says, are players allowed to call timeouts as well? Because if it's illegal, then Luka and Kai gotta start calling them. Kid isn't it? I think they don't. I think you got to be the coach now. They did that after that whole Josh Howard thing back in 2006. So now it's got to be the coach. I think now. I could be wrong.
I thought the players could, but it'd be like situations where you don't want to show up. It's situations where you could choose to call a timeout, like a jump ball or something like that about to happen. But usually you want to save your timeouts for your coach.
Right. Got one more here from Hope My Latte. He's a Glow Yard member with the 5. I think Canada. I don't know if they are in Canada, but I think they might be Canada.
Canadian dollars, I think.
Canadian dollars. Yeah. He says, have to show some love to PJ. He slowly figured out his role. Sorry, Relle and King. Tonight I came to realize I'm tired of this kid BS. Fire him, please. Yeah, not you. Hope My Latte, listen, man. We all feel the same way, man. It's okay. Everybody's tired, bro. Everybody's tired. So I'm not gonna kill you or nothing, man. You fine. This man pushes you to the limit, man, as a fan, bro. Like I said, you see it. And he's just telling you, like King always says, telling you it's ice cream, but it's really poop.
Yep.
Right? Like, so that's how we all feel right now. We saw it all together on Playback today. We saw it together. We called it out on Playback as it was happening. So I don't blame you, man. We just all frustrated right now and there's nothing we can do about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the most frustrating part about it. But yeah. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to the people, man. So I'm gonna bring you guys up one at a time, man. Kind of give us real quick, your takeaways from the game and stuff like that, man. Let us know what y'all takeaways from the game, and yeah. And do me a favor too. I'm gonna put y'all up one. Hey, if you let us know where you're from and tell us how you became a Mad fan too, guys. I kind of want to know that too. So let's go ahead and bring Micah up first. Oh my bad. Gotta do this. All right. What up, Micah?
Man, that was tough. Yeah, it's just like he's not understanding the success of what's working. Like that's my main thing. Like I understand you want to give Liveway a breather, but if you're seeing in the game that's what brought you back, why would you go away from that look?
Because it's working.
Like. And that's what doesn't make sense, bro. It's just like, so how many business decisions was Maxie out there making, bro? How many times did you just watch people dunk on in his face like it's okay?
It's because he shouldn't have been a center, Michael.
No, he's supposed to be a backup power forward, bro. It's just. If you're even understanding a small ball lineup, what a true small ball lineup is, like what any coach throughout history has used, a small ball lineup has 2 forwards. They don't have 4 guards. So that's the issue, man. So it's just crazy to me. It's not just that. It's like. He's not understanding. Like, bro, I don't get paid to do this shit, but I can tell you what kind of player Xavier Tillman is. And you can't tell me that it makes sense for a non-stretch big to get 15 minutes, but Daniel Gafford only is 5. Like, you can't make that make sense to me.
Yeah, I thought Gafford got hurt or something. That's why I thought he wasn't playing. So, but yeah, let me go to the next person here, man. What up, Noah?
Hey, Relle. Hey, King. How you doing?
Not much, man. What's on your?
Noah, appreciate you.
What's on your mind, man? What's take away from the game, man?
Hey, Spencer dodged the bullet. Spencer really
Right.
dodged the bullet, man.
Right.
He made the right decision. Cut that LA. But I just don't understand what Gafford did wrong. You know, like what? He played 5 minutes. Like I don't understand what he did wrong on the court. He gave us 2 rebounds and 5 minutes in the block. He decided to take him out for Maxi, which a shot is flat. He don't do anything. So I just don't understand it. And
Yeah, CB, it's crazy. CB, you're a Celtic fan and you don't understand it. That's crazy. That's how bad it is with this coach, man. But yeah, that's what we deal with over here in Dallas with Jason Kidd. But my bad. Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
Appreciate you, Stevie.
I gotta talk about Luka's MVP. I know I want him to win the MVP, but I think it's done. You know, I don't think he's gonna get enough wins for the voters to like get pleased. You know, because I think he has to be 4th seed or 5th seed for him to actually get a chance. If he's 6th seed, then no one's gonna give him the MVP. And his numbers are wasted. You know, like his season is wasted. You know, like 30. He's basically averaging 34, 8, and 10. It's just going to waste. He's not going to win an award or nothing. So that's sad.
Man, shout out to we got a few other fans in here. Got a Laker fan, Vegas. Shout out to you too, man. Yeah, he said the same thing. He's confused. Celtic fan is confused. We are confused. Like I said, I thought he was hurt because I didn't see him in the game I ain't seen Gafford play since last week. That's what it felt like. Like I thought he was hurt or something. And then everybody's like, well, no, he's just not playing. And he put him in the game. And then you got folks on ESPN asking, where's Gafford? You kept Maxi in there from the middle of the third quarter to damn near the middle of the fourth quarter, which equals a whole entire quarter. You pretty much kept him in there. And he's getting killed on the boards. He's getting killed on the perimeter and getting killed in the paint. I'm like, so what? At what point are you going to call a timeout and get this man out the game and put Lively, at least put Lively back in the game? He didn't even do that. Like, I don't understand this, man. This dude is killing the team right now. This is why I keep telling y'all, man. I do not trust Jason Kidd, man. I don't trust this man. If you put this man, if you fall to the play-in, does anybody in the comment section trust this man to get you one win? One win. I don't trust him. You can play the Washington Wizards in the play-in for all I care. I still don't trust Jason Kidd, y'all. Just crazy to me, man. But let's go ahead and go to the next guy. What up, Div?
Hey, what's up, guys? I gotta say, man, I told you guys before after we lost the first game, and I said to you, and you guys didn't agree at the time, but I said we need to fire him right away after that one loss. I was like, he's got to go. He makes dumb decisions where, come on, guys, like he's been in the game for how long? He plays it professionally, and you can't tell me he doesn't realize that being down by 7 is better than being down by 20. Like when we had Gafford and Lively in, we weren't down that bad. We had to keep scoring. We kept scoring. You know, their big guys weren't performing. Like they weren't doing anything with the big guys in there. And then what did he do in the third quarter? He goes small lineup. And guess who started cooking? They're good players because they could just drive the hoop every time they want. And now they know, oh, now that I burnt the guy once or twice going down low to the hoop, right? What's he going to do? He's going to back off and I can be comfortable shooting a 3. And all of a sudden, Tatum starts scoring his 3s, right? Like it's just so obvious. Like it's like he builds up the other players that are playing bad on the other team, that are the good players on the other team. If they're having a cold start, it's like clockwork. He'll put someone on them that'll just get them going, and then we're done, right? This guy just does everything wrong. I just don't understand his logic. This has been going on for a while now. I don't get why he's still here. And I don't get why you can't expect Luka to sit there and bitch about a player being on the court or Kyrie. You can't expect that. That's not a good teammate, right?
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
but it's gotten so bad. It's gotten so bad where he's looked like that one game we lost with THJ, head down, walking down, being embarrassed because he's getting cooked every play, right?
Mm-hmm.
And King mentioned it. And what did he do? He just left them in there. And we lose the game. And it's like, Luka's sitting there looking at the coach, going, raising his hands, going, "What the hell, man?" Like, it's so I can't imagine being in that locker room and being a good player on that team. You got to be so frustrated with the decisions he makes, man. Like, I've been done on him for a while. I just think he's a terrible coach. He did this stupid stuff with C Wood too, even off the court, calling up other teams, telling them, "Don't get this guy." Like, that's just petty, man.
Yeah,
What does that have to do with you and your team?
exactly. Great
Like,
point.
that's just
And
that's
then he
just
took shots
evil
at him too,
shit,
dude.
man.
He took
That's
shots at him at remember during training camp.
yeah,
Took shots at him. Like what are we doing, bro?
and then we get Gafford. Literally, we get Gafford for a first round pick, and we're gonna play him 5 minutes. Like, what in the hell is going on? Like, this is stupid. The other thing I gotta say, when they sit there saying, "Well, they were scoring so many threes," yeah, but it was certain players that were scoring threes. Their others were scoring threes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not their good players. You win with your good players in the fourth quarter. Those other guys start missing those open shots in the fourth quarter. That's what usually happens in a game. And instead of playing it, you know what? They're going to get cold. Nah, he's going to switch it up so the good players can just drive to the hoop, do little bunnies and layups. Like, this guy's just stupid. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's frustrating to watch.
All right,
and I just can't stand it.
No, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, man. Let's go ahead and get Pasquale in there. What you got, Pasquale?
Hey.
What's on your mind, man?
Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Pasquale. Live in the DFW Metro. I'm trying to follow the assignment by rail. My takeaway from the game is 2 points. Like you guys keep saying, we were down 2 points.
Down 2.
And then you went with the rotations in the first half that weren't doing anything for you again in the previous games. I mean, we could look at just if you look at we're what 0-3 now when Gafford plays under 10 minutes.
Yep.
And if Gafford isn't getting those minutes, you would think Lively's getting those minutes, but that's not even happening. So you're having Tim and Maxey on the floor like that, and it's really hard to understand.
I mean, I'm tired of trying to figure it out, man. I really am. We can't do anything about it as fans. You know, we scream till we blue in the face. You know, Twitter is calling it out, Facebook, whatever, right? We're all calling it out. And, you know, like I said before, it's just as if like we're saying it and they're just ignoring us and want to do their own thing, but you're doing your own thing, but it's not working. And you don't care. Like I told King before, whatever happens, whatever decision you make, do you know who that falls on? Then that's not going to fall on Jason Kidd. It's not going to fall on Nico. It's going to fall on Luka. And they don't care about that. And that's the part that makes me mad, man. But let's go on to the next person, man. Oh, my bad, Pascal. What's good, Rob? You there, Rob? Going once, going twice.
Just to go to the next person and come back to him.
All right, man. We got Johnny B, man. What's good, Johnny B?
Yeah.
Real quick, man. What was your assessment of the game, man?
So it's real quick for me. But old boy talked for 30 minutes. I bet. Cool. So my takeoff from the game is like, I'm not even upset. I knew we couldn't beat them. Like, I'm not surprised. Like, they better than us. Like, if we play this game with perfect rotations and whatever, we still lose to them. Like, they just better than us. And there's nothing wrong with that. They better than everybody. So it doesn't bother me.
They should have they shot above their 3-point percentage, which happens a lot with the Mavericks as their average. I think that goes down to coaching. There's no closeouts. You have people playing too deep in the zone when they're going on transition. It's just easy 3 points. And I agree with Johnny. Yeah, the rotations, it doesn't guarantee we're going to win the game because there's a lot of talent on that team. But it comes down to coaching that we can get the closeouts, and you have not nobodies, but who are they having games, making a name for themselves on the 3-point line against us night after night. It's a pattern that just keeps happening. It comes down to coaching.
All right, let's go and get Big J in, man. What's good, Big J?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Johnny. I didn't mean to take your time. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to get everybody in, man.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hey man, I was gonna say I just think it's a couple things. I think one of the reasons that Kid fits in so well with Mark is because they both think they're the smartest guy in the room, and they both try and be too cute. You know, they can't be successful doing what everybody else does, what everybody expects them to do. So they try and zig when everybody wants them to zag, and that's why they get the results they get.
Yeah.
Because there was no reason for him to pull that squad out. I mean, we were talking about it in the pregame show that the most successful lineup would have been what everybody was thinking, you know, with Lively, PJ. I mean, I would even say DJJ, you know, maybe instead of
Josh Green.
Yeah. And then have Luka and Kyrie, just so you could have good defenders, long defenders up against Jason and Jalen. But, you know, he was just throwing out, like I said, he took them off immediately and started throwing out trash. And like I said, the whole point of having the team we have right now and the way we have this team set up, we, for the first time, have duplicates of almost everybody on the team because you have a backup version of PJ and DJJ. You got Lively's clone in Gafford. You know what I'm saying? You've got people that you could throw. You've got another ball handler that you got to throw out there. You got Tim Hardaway's clone, but better, in Hardy. And it's like we have depth, but the coach doesn't know how to use them. And he's trying to experiment. Talking about he wanted to try and learn some things about the team. This wasn't a game to learn on.
Yeah, thank you, man. Damn. And that's the part I understand. Like he said that he put that lineup in, right?
Mm-hmm.
The small lineup. But I can understand, like, you were winning with that lineup. Why did you completely change it and try to experiment there? You cut the lead down to 2. They were on fire. They had a rhythm.
Because he said they do better.
Experiment there.
You already said it because historically they do worse against small ball. So he figured out.
You were killing them without the small ball, though.
I know, but he's that dumb. That's what I'm saying.
Johnny B, what were you gonna say, man? Go ahead, finish what you gonna say.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, and then they was making threes, like the one Holiday made in the corner, and like Porzingis was cooking us. Like it was really nobody out there that could stop them. Like they just too deep. Like it's like they took turns with different cats in different quarters. Like it was just too many holes in the ship to fill at one time. And it's not a bad thing. Like, bro, they beat everybody like this. Like, I'm not upset at that.
Yeah.
Kid is a bad coach, and he does not put our players in the best position to succeed, right?
No, he does not.
No.
You know Tim Hardaway not a good defender, but you put him on Jason Tatum. You put him on Donovan Mitchell. You put it like you put him on Halliburton. Like, how does that make sense?
You play him 25 minutes.
And then you play him 20 minutes knowing that he can't guard these guys. He got tunnel vision. Once he gets scored on a bunch of times, since he know he can't stop you, he want to go get his lick back. So he going to go shoot something stupid so he can try to at least score. And it's just not a recipe for success, especially against a team like that. But we got our next 6 games. We should win all 6 of the games that we have.
No, you're right, Johnny. We should. Keyword should.
I think we should have won this.
Like this the thing.
We shouldn't have. But
No. Listen, you can listen, Johnny. You can say that you didn't think we were gonna win or whatever. That's fine. But the fact of the matter is, Dallas cut the lead down to 2 with a certain lineup, and Kid decided to pull the wool off put the wool over our eyes and pull the chair off from under us as we were getting back into the game.
That's just
so you took that. Hold on, I know that you hear us calling the show all the time. So you took that opportunity for us to see if they could do it away from them. So yeah, it's easy for us to sit here and say like, oh, they won't go win anyway. How do we know that when you took that opportunity away from them by putting in Maxi Kleber at the 5 and putting in force shooting guards?
That was so stupid.
That was stupid. And the funny thing is, I know you was in there, Johnny. You saw us calling it out when it happened.
Yeah,
you had a chance to. You had it. And King said, "Okay, that's enough."
But they got to sit down. They got to sit down eventually. Like you can't play those dudes forever. Like
what? No.
But the thing, somebody got to get subbed in for somebody, and then that's when it all falls apart.
No, hold on, John.
Yeah, go ahead, BJ. You probably gonna say what I'm
gonna say. Like I said, but just like I was just saying, if you're gonna take Lively out, put Gafford in because you have his duplicate.
Yes.
And if you're gonna put PJ out, put in DJJ, who is long and can defend and who's athletic and can catch lobs. You know, stop putting in the trash. I know that's his boys. I know everybody knows he likes Tim Hardaway and he likes Maxey, but they cannot play. I don't care. They can't play. And you saw what was Tim's plus minus? Everybody like to talk about was he had a minus 21 tonight?
Yeah.
Dude, you put and I talked to them when I talked to the team a few months ago. I said, you guys put players in a situation where we as fans hate the players. When I was talking to one of the guys who works for the team, and he was laughing and he said, yeah. I said, I hate Dwight Powell. And I said, I'm sure he's a cool dude. I hate seeing him touch the court. I hate seeing Tim Hardaway Jr. on the court because I know he's about to do something stupid. I know he's going to jack up a 3 when he shouldn't early in the crowd. He missed layups at the rim on a fast break. Tim can't play. You know, and I said same thing with Maxey. You make us hate the players on our team, and that's not what we as fans are supposed to do. But you put them in situations to fail, and that is on the organization. That's on the coach.
Hey, Rel, make sure to go back to Rob, too. I think he's back.
Oh, Rob, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get on mute.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, you know, two observations just with looking at this game and looking at things in the past. How many times do Mavs really just blow teams out? You know what I'm saying? You look at other teams, they always seem players get to rest in the fourth quarter. It feels like we just have a handful of games where Luka, Kyrie, you know, are on the bench and we got, you know, our players in. Kid does not know how to win games and win them large. We always seem to be struggling. And today, third quarter, down 2, make these dumb moves, and then boom, teams just go off and score 20-something to whatever small number. How many times have we lost 20-point leads under Jason Kidd? It's the same philosophy. He goes making these wild moves that totally change the dynamics, and we then start getting outscored like crazy, and we lose. It's the same pattern, just different flavors, different games.
And that's why I asked Rob. I asked this on. You were there. I asked it's on Playback. I asked all y'all. How many of y'all trust this man to win? Matter of fact, when the last time Jason Kidd won us a game?
Boom.
Never.
You see what I'm saying? Like I told King this before.
Game 7 against the Phoenix Suns.
And that's the last time.
Okay. Well,
that was the last time.
Luka and Dinwiddie went off.
No. I give him that. That's why I said when's the last time he won a game for us? That was the last time. That's 2 years ago.
Damn.
But you know what? Hold on. When you think about it, he loves the small ball lineup. It happened to work that one game 7. And the real reason it worked is because they had a big who was already fighting with the team, hating his minutes, playing half-ass, and we picked on him.
I think he won.
So I wouldn't say that's really. I wouldn't give Kid all that credit, man. I wouldn't go that far.
I got a question.
And game was too. He had a good game plan against them.
Hey, Johnny B, I got a question for you, Johnny B, before we continue. Are you giving PJ credit for the last 2 games? Is he coming around, in your opinion?
1,000%. If you read the comments, I gave him his kudos.
No, he did.
He did. To him. He was still a negative 22. But
yeah, everybody was negative.
He had, listen, A+ for me. 2 games, A+. No, I ain't made. You notice I ain't made no jokes about it.
Nope, I appreciate it. That's real.
Listen, I give credit where credit is due. I'm not no hater.
Give Jason Kidd some credit.
Johnny, I have to
That's
tell you,
his
I was
concern.
surprised. He called it. He said Jason Kidd is trash. He said it, so I give him credit.
I've been calling
Right.
Jason Kidd trash since they got him. Like I never wanted Jason Kidd.
I didn't
Since I
either.
joined this show, I never liked him.
I don't think that did anybody want Jason Kidd.
No,
I don't think anybody knew Jason Kidd was a candidate.
but I would have rather kept
Right.
Rick Carlisle than got Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
And I still
Yeah.
want him to this day.
I said I
What a
wanted Jamal
boss move
Mosley.
by Rick
We're a
Carlisle.
better team with the roster we have now. If Rick the coach, we not a playing team.
Fourth seed. We're fourth seed.
We're not a playing team. We definitely winning more games. I worry about the defense, but Rick Carlisle would definitely have us in the playoffs.
I mean, the defense sucks now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it'll still probably not be the best it could be, but it'll be better than this, though, as far as the team.
Yeah, I was gonna ask y'all. You know, I was saying earlier, King. I told him this before. Player for player, I know I'm confident. You know, we got Luka, we got Kyrie. I'm confident, right? But if you go into a matchup, what matchup in the league? You name any team you want. What matchup that we play against? Do you feel like we have an advantage at the coaching position?
No.
No.
See what I'm saying? Like
The
I don't
Detroit
feel.
Pistons.
Is he better than Monte?
Nah, hell no. I forgot.
I
Yeah.
think
Monty
Monty
over
Williams.
there. Never mind.
Yeah,
Take it back. I'm going back over
Yeah,
there.
I'm gonna say we
Yeah.
got our opinions about him, but I mean, is he still better than him? I mean, being real here, because this is why I also went back to saying too, like I think somebody asked this, I think on Playback when they said, or somebody in here, I can't remember where it was, but somebody was talking about assistant coaches and all that stuff, and I remember saying this over the offseason. I said, man, listen, with some of the decisions that Kid made or lack thereof last year, I wanted to see him get a more well-rounded coaching staff. So that way, when games come up like this right here, where you playing 4 guards and Maxi Kleber at the 5, that assistant coach say, "Hey, coach, that might not work. Try this or whatever." Right? It'd be somebody who has the cachet that can kind of tell him like, "Yo, that's not going to work." When you got all these guys that, or like Rich always said, 1 or 2 year coaches or whatever who just got their first coaching gig under him, they don't have the cachet to tell him like, "Yo, that's not going to work." Like, what are you doing? They're going to go along with whatever he says. And that's what hurts the team too. You got to get somebody in there, man, to tell Kid like what you're doing is stupid, bro.
Part of what I think the problem with that is that if you notice, most successful players do not make successful coaches, with the exception of Larry Bird for a little bit when he was in Indiana. Most players do terrible because the elite players, the Hall of Fame players, they expect the players to play with the same way they did and with the attitude they did and have that same dedication. They don't know how to coach people up and make people play to the next level. You know what I'm saying? If you're not an elite player, they don't have time for you. That's why you see so many coaches are journeymen. You know what I mean? Like Adrian Griffin and some of these other guys that made their way into coaching, Tyronn Lue, that have success because they learn basketball. They learn actually the inside part and the dirty part of basketball to stick around the league.
I mean, you know what? It's to the point now too, y'all. I think Jason Kidd is an overrated developer too.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, you're benching Hardy. What kind of
Exactly.
development is that?
I mean, supposedly he was supposed to be caught.
He's the guy developing.
Now
I think
Gafford,
it's
he's
like
taking
Sam
Gafford.
God and the rest of those dudes. I just think Jason Kidd sits on the sideline and watch, like how he does when he coaches.
That's what he said.
Here's what he told us.
I don't give him any like development like credit. I don't like they gave him some for Giannis, but I mean Giannis like is all athleticism. It's not like he taught him some type of skill. He just run them over. They can't get in your way. You're bigger, you're stronger, and you're faster than them. Just go to the basket. Like Giannis hasn't like under Jason Kidd, he didn't get like better. He just got more athletic and stronger. That was it.
And I do agree with Johnny at one point, but I feel like if Jason Kidd put the right lineups, then I feel like it would be a close game. And we're one of the best clutch teams in the NBA. So I feel like if it was at least close and Jason Kidd put the best lineups in there, then anything.
And that's how I feel, Noah. I really don't feel like I know a lot of folks in the comments, a lot of folks from other teams, as fans of other teams, are saying y'all lost to the best team. It's nothing to be sad about. It's not even that we lost. My issue isn't even the L. It's the situations that we see over and over again in fans of other teams may not notice that
Yeah.
Jason Kidd has constantly did this. It's the reason why we lost to the Cavaliers. It's the reason why we lost to the Indiana Pacers. You feel me? Like, it's not just the Boston Celtics. Like, we feel like our team is better than this, but we have somebody that's a hindrance to us, and that's our coach, our head coach. So that's the issue, fans of other teams. It's not that we lost to the Celtics. We understand the Celtics are the best team in the East, and right now, record-wise, the best team in the NBA. But, like, it shouldn't have looked that bad. Jason Kidd, our coach, was the reason it looked that bad.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be understated that 2 points in the third, and then everything else after that just went downhill. You couldn't get back to that point. And you saw the rotations and who was getting the minutes, and to put out a salacious type of thought out there, like, how is Tim getting these minutes? I think about JaVale McGee going after Tim earlier in this year, and everybody was talking about, who's the toxic guy on the team now? And I'm just wondering if some of these players that are booted off this team that deserve their minutes, especially big guys, are getting losing their minutes to people like Tim, who are losing. I mean, it's not all on him. It's on the coach. But he's put in these positions where he's giving turnovers up. He's not defending. We're trying to make a comeback, and he's put in positions to lose. And maybe other players see that, and it bothers them.
It's like Johnny said, though. Why do we have the best forward on the other team being covered by THJ? This is branded stuff, man. You don't need to be a good coach to realize, I don't want to put him on there.
Exactly.
Like, that makes no sense. We literally had him covering big dudes before. Down low, it's like, what are we doing? Like, this is stupid. And if it's because of the rotation, then you need to take him out. Like, this guy, man.
I don't understand what Gafford did wrong. I don't know what he did. I don't know.
That's what everybody's asking.
Just like
hold on.
Yeah,
I'm about to say, what did Rashad Holmes do wrong?
Nothing.
Okay, same thing. And it's funny because I apologize, I can't remember who said this, but somebody kind of called this out and said this might happen with Gafford. The same thing that happened to Rashawn Holmes, same thing that happened to Christian Wood. Now all we heard was excuses for these other guys. That maybe Kid don't got him in there for a reason. Okay, then this is now the third time this has happened. What is the reasoning for him not putting these guys in here? Nobody can tell us anything, and nobody in the media is asking Jason Kidd these questions. It's the part that makes me mad. It's like if we were in New York or we were in Boston or we were in LA or whatever, I'm guaranteeing you they'd be asking these coaches these questions, bro. We don't get that here in Dallas. There's no pushback here, but only on our superstar gets a pushback.
And where's DJJ going? He's silently drifting away. His minutes are just like, it's like that boss that's just slowly edging you out of your job.
And
like
that's why I said that too. The thing that gets me, I named off all these guys who, if they kind of mess up, they have a little bit of a mini slump, you're taking their minutes away. But you see Tim Hardaway stuff steady going up. You see Master Cleveland stuff steady going up. But we can't get an actual answer from why Christian Wood, why Rashawn Holmes, why Gafford, why DJJ. Remember last year it was Josh Green. Like, you're steady taking these guys minutes away. If they don't show, they have an inkling of a bad game. You take these guys out and justify because they're having a bad game. But when these other guys are in the game and they're messing up on both ends of the floor, you justify by giving them more minutes. You took the line about that guys down by 2 and put those 2 guys in there with 3 other guards and thought, like, you know what? This is it right here. It's going to close us out right here.
We have a 4-game stretch right now that shows you that when Tim and Maxey are getting more minutes over Gafford and Lively and other players, that we lose those games. It's not on them.
And you know what's funny about that too, Pass? If you think about it, remember, what was it last year? Remember they kept using the whole analytical BS for playing like Dwight Powell. And remember they used that excuse last year.
Oh yeah.
Then when all of a sudden the analytics did not go in his favor, nobody wanted to hear that. So like you said, you see the record when Gafford plays less than 10 minutes. We see the record. And you don't even got to just see the record. Look at the games we're getting dominated on the boards. Dudes are walking to the goal when he's not in the game or when Lowry's not in the game.
Yeah. And when Gafford's not getting minutes, Yeah, Lively's not getting them either. You're right.
Exactly.
Sorry.
We saw. No, you good. We saw what happened when Lively was not in the game, when he was either hurt or they took him out the game. We saw how our defense struggled, which is why we went out and got a Gafford. But then all of a sudden we begged for this, and now we're back in the same boat. Don't play the backup anymore now. We did this to take Maxey out of the 5 position.
And barely play a Lively. To be honest, I mean, we haven't seen a lot of him, but when we do see him, he's been amazing.
So
he dominated this game, man.
I got a question for you guys. Do you guys actually believe that Kid is involved in the trades? And what I mean by that is like input and
no,
I want.
Did I ask that question? Because like I said, King said this before. Supposedly, Kid makes has input on who's on this roster and all that stuff, which it does not make sense to me. Which is why it goes back to the disconnect between the front office and the coaching staff. If you think that Gafford does not fit in your scheme or whatever the case is, then why didn't you go get another type of center that can fit in your scheme? We've been talking about Miles Turner for 3 years. He fits in your scheme.
I'm thinking about this role. I'm thinking though, he has a say, but he doesn't make the decision. And if Nico does, then he's the type of coach that will go against the GM, and he's proven that in his history, right?
Yes.
So what I'm saying to you is, we got Seawood. He didn't want him. First thing he said about him, he's going to be a bench guy, right? We're all thinking starter. So did Nico and everybody. Bench, right? And it makes me wonder: was there another trade he wanted and didn't get it? Do you know what I'm saying? And because of that, he's pissed off, and now he's going to treat this guy like he's a bench guy. 5 minutes.
Yeah, it may be even worse than that. If we listen to how Kid talks about this team and he doesn't have fire defending his players, what if he just doesn't? It's not that he doesn't care. Maybe his input is give me a guy that can win, and the front office does what he does, and maybe, like he says, he's just watching like everybody else. You know, that mentality that he's give me what you give me someone that can win, and then he just doesn't use the right pieces. That'd be the worst case scenario.
Didn't Kid make the statement earlier that he doesn't believe you can win a championship with players under 30?
Somebody said he did say that. I didn't hear that, but somebody else said that.
But look who he's playing though. He's playing Hardaway. He's playing Maxey, who are old players, and the people who are young and up and coming. I mean, they forced him to play Lively. They tried to force him to play Omax, but he sent Omax down.
Big J, he's too infatuated with that 2011 championship. Shout out to Donnie. Infatuated with all them old guys getting together and making a run and using their basketball IQ to help out Rick Carlisle a little bit back then. So he's trying to do the same thing all over again, but like it's a different day and age, and it's I just can't take it, man. Jason Kidd's getting on my nerves, like big time.
Oh yeah.
I think Jason Kidd should have his jersey retired. And now I'm like, man, I don't even care about that.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even care about that one.
Get that whistle retired.
I just don't understand how you play that.
That's a difficult question. I don't know which one. Yeah.
He doesn't care. He said he doesn't care. Like in his interviews all the time, that's his mentality. And maybe that's what his mentality is. Maybe it isn't a long game. That's actually how he feels when he's coaching. That's what it seems like now.
And I was mad at Tim Hardaway Jr. I still want him off the team. But, like, how can I blame Tim Hardaway Jr.? He has to guard Donovan Mitchell, who's like a 29 point game scorer. And he has to guard Jason Tatum, who's a 28 per game scorer. Like,
that's so
no
true.
Sense.
It just doesn't make sense.
King, I do agree with your take and playback. If Nikola Jokic was on this team, he will play Nikola at point guard, put Maxey at the center to close out the game.
Yes, in the fourth quarter, Maxey Kleber would still be the center playing because of defensive matchups, he'll say. He'll say Maxey Kleber for some reason is this. I told y'all, like I said, it's not even hate towards Maxey Kleber. Maxey has moments where Maxey plays well in situations. In certain situations you can use him in that he can help out and he can do things offensively and defensively. You can't overuse him though. Maxey's not a star player. Maxey's not a star role player. Maxey's like this utility player that's like you've already grinded into the, into whatever, because they used the hell out of him already. So he's not even like the best version of himself. And it's like then you want to use him 30-something minutes. So let's tell the truth. Like, do anybody the way Maxi's playing right now, his minutes, do we really expect Maxi to be anything in the playoffs at all?
And that shot right now looks ugly, man. That's a flat
He's
shot.
pushing that. Yeah, he's pushing that shot.
No argument.
He's getting no lift. There's no lift under him right now. It's that toe that he needs to chop off already.
This kid is using and abusing him. Kids should not be using Maxi Kleber for multiple minutes. He should just be using him for spurts. Because we need to use him in the future. Go ahead, Big J. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, Maxi, I agree. I was going to say, Maxi should not play more than 10 minutes and at power forward with Lively and Gafford backing him up. He's a great help defender, but he is not your main big defender.
Thank you.
Right.
He's not better than Lively, Gafford, or PJ Washington. So he should play more than any of them.
No, he'll get your help side block though, something like that, and that's what he's good at. But he needs a center. He's not a center.
He should be competing with DJJ.
Yeah, like third power forward off the bench. There you go.
Yep.
This is why I wasn't mad at going to get Marcus Morris. I'd rather him play over.
Man, yes, I'd take Marcus Morris on the buyout over Maxi Kleber right now. Yes,
they wouldn't play him. That's the
problem. You're probably right, dude.
But I know for a fact that Marcus Morris is better than Maxi Kleber, and I got playoff footage to show it.
Yep.
I got playoffs.
And he's not gonna be scared to do the right thing in a game that's big in the playoffs. He's gonna do what he needs to do. Kleber has shown that he's timid to shoot.
Like you can play around with Markieff Morris and Maxi Kleber, but Marcus Morris and Maxi Kleber is a different story.
Plus, in the playoffs, like if we make the playoffs, like I don't see Jason Kidd all of a sudden not play Maxi. Like I don't see it. That's sad. I don't see Jason Kidd all of a sudden start playing Maxi.
I wouldn't be surprised if Maxi get more minutes than PJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
I wouldn't be surprised in the playoffs that they start playing power more.
PJ brought us back. PJ brought us back in that run to get to 2 points, man. And where did he go? We haven't talked about that. I mean, he disappeared when we got down.
Let Daniel Gafford mess up in the playoffs. If we get there, watch they start playing Dwight Powell.
You know, as soon as Maxi subbed in after that timeout when we was down 2, I was like, yeah, that's it. Game's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we called it. We called it in playback. We called it.
Yeah, I saw it in the broadcast. Even the announcers were like, Dallas has all the momentum going into that timeout. And then we come out with that lineup, and it was gone.
Just took the whole entire momentum away, bro. And you can tell, like, the body language towards the end of the third there. You could tell, like, he just completely killed the body language, bro. Like, it killed the momentum when he did that. But like I said, we called it in playback when it was happening. Because I thought they were going to sub, Josh Green in for Tim, but they ended up taking, I think it was PJ out that time. That's when they had the 4-guard lineup in there. And I was
Luka was having fun. He was out there running, using Lively as a weapon, like running down the court with Lively beside him just to throw it up to him and all that. Like he was like, "This is easy. They can't. I know KP can't do this." You feel me? It was like KP's weakness is doing that, and Lively has the legs. Let's just run. He can't stop this guy. And then Jason Kidd says, "Well, let's put Maxi Kleber in there."
And you know what? Lively was amazing tonight. He was looking amazing, and that's not enough for him to play more minutes. Like, I don't get it, man. He was so amazing tonight, man. It makes me excited about Lively's future, man. Like, that guy looks amazing.
He does both ways on the perimeter. He had this ball out from the
You going in and out, Pasquale. You going in and out.
Yeah, he going in and out.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Go ahead, Pasquale.
And he's amazing on the perimeter tonight. I mean, a steal, maybe 2. Playing.
Still going in and out, Pasquale.
Okay. Lively, I don't know if it's the emergence of Gafford or if it's the emergence of PJ Washington or a little bit of both of them. But my thing with Lively right now that I'm noticing is he's turning the curb on defense, like for real, defensively, of being like helping on the perimeter, like switching on guys on the perimeter, not just dropping. And then also like his rim protection is starting to become like stupid. Like he's going for everything at the rim now, saying I can get it.
Wasn't Brown the one that tried to? He was ahead of it. He had him on the perimeter, and then he drove and he got blocked.
Yep.
Right at the rim. It was amazing, man. That's you can't. That's so awesome. I'm just so happy to have a guy like that. And he's young and he's such a team guy. You can see it, right? And he showed up in a big game. That's huge to me.
And another thing too, this also goes back to what we was talking about, is getting a guy behind Lively to make his game better. That boosts his game up.
Yep.
You know, because remember what was the first thing folks were saying after that OKC game? Oh, it should be Gaffer starting. We kept telling folks like, man, I'm telling you, Lively should still start. No, Gaffer did this and did that. He should start. And we see what Lively's doing right now.
Yeah,
it elevates his game.
He's got quicker feet. He can handle a guy on the point a little better than Gafford.
He's better. He's better.
Yeah, he's better.
Lively's, and he should be better. Like Lively's that dude. When they give him he has an offensive game as well. When they allow him to actually score in the post, like that's another. I don't get why Jason Kidd want to be so one-dimensional instead of just trying. This is what you should use the regular season for. To experiment for things like getting Lively a post hook that he can go to on the regular. That should be the regular season, but I don't know what he uses the regular season for. I have no clue.
And King, plus, if it was like the first seed, the second seed trying out this, then yeah, I would give it a pass. But we are at the 7th seed. We don't have time to be trying out, bad lineups.
We should have treated this.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we should have treated this as a playoff game. That's what it should have been. That's how they played it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what Kid did. Why he switch the lineup up like that? It's getting a little tight now. Oh, okay. Hey, you four little guys want to play? Come on in here.
Go guard Tatum. He's pretty short.
They had that one play, man, where KP was in the paint and just like turned around and just laid it up right over the player. And I was just like, man, that's when I really got mad, bro. I was like, this is ridiculous, man. Like you see it, and your excuse in the post game was, oh, they struggle. What do you say? They struggle with small teams. Obviously, they're not doing it. It would kill us in the third quarter when you put the small team in the game. You see it happening. You didn't call a timeout or anything. You stood there on the sideline with your hands in your pockets and then try to make no adjustments.
Nah, real. That's because nobody told the Celtics they were supposed to struggle tonight against a small team.
Gotcha. My bad.
Yeah.
They didn't get the memo.
No, they didn't know.
That's so weird to me. Like, I don't care what the stats say. Sure, maybe it helps you prepare what your strategy might be. But if you're using something else and it's working, why are you switching? It's working. They haven't stopped it. Maybe they're having a bad night where today they're struggling with a big lineup. Why don't you stay with it if it's working?
Like
you make teams adjust to you. You make teams adjust to you. Like when you have momentum, that's what a coach's job is. A coach's job is to then make an adjustment to go to your momentum, to counteract your momentum. Your job as a coach is not to hint your own like momentum to say, well, we got momentum now. How can I stop this? Here comes Maxi Kleber. It doesn't make sense. It just
King,
doesn't make sense.
It's like a coach icing his own kicker.
Yeah, like yes, bro. That's exactly the same thing. That's what Jason Kidd does. He's icing his kicker, and that's why.
Whoa! This is going too well. Hold on. Let's
hold up. This is a fairy tale or something. Let's ice this kicker.
I almost wonder if he's looking at it like this because he's a player's coach type thing, right? He's going, okay, games within 2. I'll give Tim Hardaway some minutes now so he doesn't, I don't lose him. Not that why would you care if you lose him, but I'm just saying like maybe this is him thinking and he's going, this is my chance to take a risk here and put Kleba and him in and give the guys a rest. And it's like, dude, you're just killing us. This is not a good strategy. We're not going to win with Tim Hardaway Jr. in the playoffs and frickin' Kleba. They're not going to be the guys that take you over the hump. Like, how stupid are we?
I get so scared, Div, because you know how us as fanatics or fans, how we get like, emotionally, we get emotionally involved. You see how we get emotionally involved with the games. Like we really love the games. If you're really a fan, like you're really involved and you want your team to win no matter what. When you get in the playoffs, you know how those emotions get to like 100. You feeling like, oh man, it's a playoff game. Let's do this. They're talking trash between fans for a series and all of this. And I just get afraid, man, that we're gonna go like a period where it's like a high in a game, and then Jason Kidd gonna do something dumb. And we're gonna like lose the game and watch it like fall apart and be like, man, Jason Kidd, what are you doing? And just like I knew this was going to happen, and I'm like, I just don't want it to happen. I don't want to get
You know
there.
what this reminds me of? You remember we had the Clippers down 2 games. We're at home through game 3, right? Luka's going off nuts, and what does he do? He takes him off. And then they come back and get.
Oh, you remember Rick Carlisle? That was Rick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the kind of stuff where you have to kind of read the game, man. Read the game.
Rick knowing that
watch what's happening.
Rick knowing that Boban was a once in a thing. Like that one win with Boban was like you caught them with something. Like it barely worked. You caught them with something. You know that worked that one time. Let it go because they were catching on to it and they almost won the game. And he goes right back to saying, send out Boban and let them destroy us. And I'm like, these damn coaches, man. These coaches, I don't understand them.
It's just dumb, man.
And it's more sad this season because what Luka's putting up, he's basically averaging 3, 4, 8, and 10. And it's just going to waste.
Yep, and that's what I've been saying. I said Jason Kidd's gonna cost this man an MVP. He's having one of the greatest historical season of all time, bro. And he's not gonna have anything to show for it.
Luka is what damn near averaging a double. He real close to it. I think he might get to it. He may get to that 10 assists. He's at 9-7, probably 9-8 around there. Now that's stupid. He's leading the league in scoring, and he has 10 assists a game.
It's gonna go up tonight.
I was going to say another thing, you guys. Today's game, right? In the beginning of the game, when we kept being down by like 10, 8, 10, 8. You know what I mean? We never got over the hump, right? But they weren't really stopping us. We were just missing wide open shots.
Yep.
If those drop, right? Like Kyrie had an off night, but if those drop, we might be winning that quarter. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're not stopping you. It's just us needing to hit shots. Why are you changing it up? They're not. And then just this guy. I just can't. I just want him gone. I hate that people like it's a win or lose league, right? So why are we putting our bet on him? Like, let's be honest. We all know he's a shitty coach, right? Does anybody here disagree?
No, he's a great coach.
No, seriously. Like we all agree, right? Shitty coach. So what is the point? So if you know he's a shitty coach, the worst thing that can happen is you make the playoffs and he lucky gets Kyrie and Luka just dominating and they win games because of them, not him, right? And you make it to a certain place. Can you fire him now? Do you see what I'm saying? It's worse. It's worse, right? It puts you in a spot where people will say you're dumb for firing him. Look how far he took you, kind of BS, right? So to me, it's like fire him now. Don't give him a chance to get lucky. And it's not because of skill. It's going to be luck that we have 2 superstars that can actually dominate in a point where they can win a series, right? That's what I'm worried about. Like,
bro, who was Cleveland's coach?
So with David Blatt.
Yeah, they should always talk about David Blatt. You saying we need a David Blatt here?
I mean,
Kyrie and Luka may do what Kyrie and LeBron was doing.
You said Angel Griffin them. Go ahead and get him up out of here. Even with a 30 and 13 record.
Sound like it, man. You gotta get rid of Jason Kidd.
I'm not scared of no team either.
They get rid of every excuse. That's my thing. So this is my thing. Real talk. Every excuse we've started making, we starting to get rid of, right? So we started making an excuse about you got to get Luka, got to get him help. We got him Kyrie Irving, another All-Star, and other additional help. Like we got Luka help, right? We say Luka got to play defense. Luka Doncic is playing defense. So you got to get him bigger guys to help him get him rebounds. We got 2 guys that get great offensive rebounds that protected the rim and all that kind of stuff. Get him defenders around him. We have a whole lineup. We can give a point guard through 5 or 1 through 5 of defenders on our team, basically, at this point. What does Jason Kidd need?
A brain.
Right.
He needs to be fired.
That's why there's no more excuses. That's why I said when the trade happened, we went and got the trade done. It's over. There's no more excuses for Jason Kidd. There's he has no excuses for these type of games.
Man, stupid Cuban, man. He literally hired a guy before he hired the GM. That just pisses me off.
PJ Washington had to work to be the third scorer or something like that, which he's still working to be right now.
Yeah.
Why? No shot to you, Johnny B and Timmy. Timmy do his role, whatever he's doing. But like Jason Kidd, you can't already see that. Why do you have to waste games for us to find that out? If they traded, when they traded Aaron Gordon to the Nuggets, he automatically became that third guy, right?
Yep.
Because they traded for Aaron Gordon. when teams trade for people and all to get people they know, I gave a first round pick for you, bro. We know you can put up 40 and all that. You probably can come over here and be the third scorer. So we need to get you involved. Jason Kidd says, no, you got to go out there and do something else and play these games with me and all that stuff. Even while you watch me play these other guys that don't do the same thing. But you got to be down with it and be okay with me dragging you through the mud for me to give you a chance.
And for them, they got to play perfect games
to
outshine Tim or Maxey or Dwight Powell or whatever. Like, you got to have a perfect game. You can't mess up, i.e. Christian Wood, right?
The only reason that PJ Washington getting the chance to be the third guy is because he's been locked down on defense. My thing is, I don't understand why we have guys that get so many opportunities that don't do anything. Why do they have a pass and why are they grandfathered in already?
Like this, you don't get a participation award for this, bro. We're trying to win games, man.
What has TSJ done?
Great.
What has he done?
He's always been streaky.
What has Powell done?
Offensively, Christian Wood was one of the best offensive players we've had in Luka Doncic's regime or whatever. He's within the top 5. They said he had to play better defense. Who was he competing against, and who was playing the great defense?
Yeah.
And who was? And if you can call anybody that was giving the great defense, whose defense was marginally enough to compete with his offense?
Nobody.
It was Powell.
No, Powell doesn't have any offense.
White Powell.
No, but that's what they said because Powell set better picks and Powell knew where to stand on defense. That's what it was.
So Powell can't even play right now.
Dude, he couldn't play then. What you talking?
Exactly.
I know, man.
Exactly, Jay.
Oh man, I hope we don't wait, because if we wait, it's almost like better for us to lose in the first round. It just sucks to say that, but it's like the only thing that will make sure he's gone. And I don't want to cheer for the team to lose because I know it's a dead end having him as a coach.
It almost makes me want. I'm kind of to the point now, kind of like last season when we knew they were starting to tank, purposely.
Right.
It kind of makes me wonder. It's like, for some reason, today that move, it felt like one of those games that you would see last year. You know what I mean? Where he's making a bad swap just to make sure we lose the game. Today felt like that. I don't know why.
If I find that kid is point shaving,
man, the way he coached this game, you would.
Dude, you guys. I'm almost wondering though, if we start dropping where we go to the play-in, maybe do you think they'd pull the trigger and get rid of him?
No.
My question is, how far does Mark Cuban and them allow Jason Kidd to dangle Luka Doncic before they feel like we need to do something? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, how long do they allow it to look like a 07 Cavs? How long do they allow it to feel like it's a laughing stock? Like, at what point do you say we have Luka Doncic? We got to make this serious or take this seriously because we got to get something done. This guy may leave us, and it's really going to be embarrassing if he leaves us.
37-point triple-double, and we got blown out, guys. That's just stupid.
That's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing. On a big game. Like, that's embarrassing.
National television.
And it's not the first time that's happened, guys.
He's going to take that contract. I tell everybody that. So you're getting 1 year of Luka Doncic under contract next time, guaranteed. That's all. That's as far as I'm going.
How old
would he won a championship by then? What does he have? 2 years left or 1 year? 2 years, right?
Okay.
So then he has 3 more years. So 3 more years.
27. Oh my God.
The year when he turns 28.
Can you imagine losing him at 27, 28?
If you ain't good by then, he's going to demand a trade.
Because we're worried about Jason Kidd's freaking feelings and what people might think. Like, God, man. Like, this is stupid, right?
Like I said, man, Jason
3 years he's
Kidd.
playing for the Nuggets.
Like I said, Jason Kidd is over here doing this stuff. You don't hear nobody in the media killing him for it. Who are they killing right now?
Luka. He's not a
Like
good
you-
team player.
Like you just said, Div, Luka went out here and scored efficiently tonight, man. He had a efficient game and they got you a nice little triple-double, right? But people don't look at the fact that that's why you always hear me say my favorite word is context. If you actually watch the game, you can put it into context. When
You know what they're say though? You know what they're gonna say though? Oh, look at that plus minus, second worst plus minus, doesn't play any defense. What they don't understand is, well, you put Lively behind him, he'll play good defense. You put freaking Gafford behind him, he'll play better defense, right? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like they don't understand this is how you protect guys that are not as quick, maybe. They can put you towards that big shot blocker. That's a type of defense, right? And
But
it's
the thing
like
is,
we
too,
take that
Div,
away.
the thing is, too, with the whole defense thing, out of Luka and Tim, who's been getting headhunted more?
Well, of course, you're gonna headhunt Kleba and freaking THA.
You don't
right?
see
We
teams
see it
headhunting Luka
repeatedly.
like that no more. They're headhunting Tim.
Right. Well, they go after Luka now because they just want to tire him, right? That's the whole point. You want to make him get tired so he can't make his shots at the
Bro,
fourth
I saw
quarter.
a lot of switching today. Jaylen Brown. I saw
Oh, yeah.
Al Horford. I saw KP. I saw Tatum. I seen these guys playing a two-man game with guys on top of the key, shaving Luka off and looking for Tim.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, of course, we see it every game.
So I'm just like, that whole defense, that's a lazy ass take, bro. Like, people don't obviously ain't watching enough of the games and know. Like, it's a quick take to say. People say, oh, you don't play defense, because you hear people saying that without you actually watching the games.
RJ, the only pushback I'm gonna say about that, RJ, is that I don't think that's true. I know he said offensive ceiling of this team could be high if Luka moved off the ball and players could get into a rhythm. Because Luka Doncic is usually in the game on runs when the right offense or the right lineup is around him, and it usually looks incredible, i.e., the beginning of the third quarter of this game until Jason Kidd decided to go away. Like, Luka Doncic was causing havoc and Lively was feasting. So I don't go ahead, Ron. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the piggyback off of that. Just once again, look at the third quarter when they took Luka out the game. When they went on that run, when they had Maxey and Tim, and they had that 4-guard lineup with Maxey in the game. Luka wasn't in the game at that time.
And Kyle was off.
So, like I said, when people use that excuse too, it's like we have these multiple examples. Matter of fact, the Toronto game, when they took Luka out the game, the offense started struggling. He had to come back in there twice to help them get the lead back.
Even what's his name? Even Exum was struggling today.
So
like nobody could create and get their own bucket. So it was Luka, and he got his assist, and then his sidekick was off today. And then Jason Kidd went with dumb. He could have had his sidekick could have been Derek Lively and PJ Washington today, but Jason Kidd decided no, I don't want to go with that. I'd rather just try Kyrie and Luka in a small lineup, even though Kyrie isn't really on it today.
And what does it also do when you put those big centers in the bench? What does it do? It makes Luka start being a 3-point shooter.
And it makes the other guys on the other team try to go towards the rim on us and just destroy us in the paint.
And not only that, remember, Div, you
and
said
he can't get rebounds.
And you said it earlier, Div. Look how many open shots they were getting. So it ain't that folks ain't getting the balls. They were hitting their open shots.
Yep.
We had a ton of open shots today. Dude was just missing their shots.
Yep.
And Long Live said it right here. This is perfect. The offense wasn't the problem. Kids poor defensive schemes and weird rotations.
Actually, did somebody hear Luka's post game? Did he mention that about schemes?
Yeah, I think so. But RJ, he says about the long-term development. No, I think the long-term development could be Luka Doncic playing point guard, getting guys involved and all. Like, the offense looks incredible at times when Luka's out there playing. I don't think it's an issue with that. We have a lot of athletic guys that can move and do better. Like, DJJ's having a career year because of Luka Doncic. Exum's having a career year. We can't then say he needs to do more. Like, he's doing stuff to have these guys having career years. Lively's an all-NBA, probably rookie first-team guy. Like,
even Kyrie's numbers, man.
Kyrie's numbers are – Kyrie is, again, about to have a 50, 40, 90. Again, like this season, and average over 25 points. So I don't think that Luka in the offense, the problem is Jason Kidd and his rotations. Like, I've watched Tim Hardaway Jr. will go out there and give me 20 shots some games. You feel me? Like, if there's an issue with Luka having the ball too much, that's 20 shots. Some could have went to somebody else or somewhere else and other people. You got to make decisions and make right rotations. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal with Luka's offense. I think Luka can run with any offense.
Yeah, I don't agree with what RG is saying there, because at the end of the day, what have we noticed being Mavs fans in Luka's era? When does he start becoming ball dominant? When guys aren't hitting shots and he feels like, man, these guys can't hit anything right now. So I'm going to start going. No, that's what I'm saying, though. It's like that's usually what happens, right? And that's why he has high usage rate, because he's trying to win despite of his roster.
Like
right?
Like in the first quarter when he had 16 points and had 0 assists because nobody else can make a bucket. But then by the end of the game, he still had a triple double because he got assists because he was still trying to get people involved. And then the third quarter happened where he was able to get Lively involved and all that because it was easy buckets because Luka's going to get the easiest bucket he can get because that's how Luka Doncic plays.
You know, but I think Luka gets a bad rap on that because people say he's ball dominant, but Luka has the most unrealized assists of any player in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
He has over 400 unrealized assists because the players miss. So it's not that he's a ball hog, you know. And ball dominant doesn't mean that you're a ball hog. It just means that he is the system. Because when Luka comes out, like you said, there is no offensive flow. It's just they're running around because Kid doesn't have any schemes. Yep. He has no offensive game plan. It's just give the ball to Luka and Kyrie, let them create, and then that's it.
That explains why he wants guards all over the place, because he has no offensive ideas. So he just needs guys that can dribble the ball and do something.
Luka is like a Steve Nash, Jason Kidd, like any type of point guard. He's an incredible point guard. You should have the ball in his hand. Only issue is he's a better scorer than all of them guys, and he can score easier because he's 6'7", 6'8". So it's just easier for him to do that. But you want the ball in his hands. Who else? Other than, I guess, Kyrie Irving, who you want the ball in his hands, who else you want the ball in their hands other than Luka Doncic?
Tim Hardaway.
Who do you want at the top of the key setting up a play if Luka's on the floor? Who would you rather have?
Maxi Kleber.
Gotcha.
Dwight Powell.
Dude, I laughed so hard when Timmy was dribbling down the side there and it goes off his knee. He does little crossover hits his knee, goes out of bounds.
Bro, I was laughing because everybody was like, oh, Tim. At the same time.
Everybody at the same time.
Because he had just made a good defensive play, and I was like, damn, Tim, you get your bucket, but then you lost it. So there it is. It's just Tim, man.
And the funny thing is, he was asking for a backup center for 3 years, and he finally got one just in playing him.
And you saying Daniel Gafford has looked awful since he played with Luka, or looked incredible in his minutes? I would say he's looked incredible in his minutes.
Oh yeah, man. And he runs the court. That's the thing. Too.
When he gets to play,
yeah, he actually goes down the court too. Like he's gotten some bombs from him too.
The only time Gafford really played minutes is when Maxi Kleber was out.
Luka has wanted to get Gafford and PJ Washington points.
Yep.
You can see it.
You can see he passes to PJ a lot.
Involved. Yes, he has.
He passes to PJ a lot, man. Yeah, you could see he wants those guys to succeed, man. Like it's obvious.
He's also saying, "This is who I want to play with."
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Didn't PJ
put him in the rotation?
He got 15 shots today, right?
16.
16. There you go. Like Luka will get people involved and let them get the ball.
Oh, yep.
And I do want to talk about the playoffs. I feel like if we do make the playoffs, with Jason Kidd, if we play Denver, I think we lose.
Oh.
If we play the Clippers, I think we lose, just because of the coaching. I'm not talking about the players. I trust Mike Malone way better than Jason Kidd.
Oh, that's the wild question.
I trust Ty Lue way more than Jason Kidd. So that's just. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose, honestly.
Hey, they got a.
I don't want Denver.
Who's the coach in Oklahoma City?
His name is better than Jason Kidd.
Yeah, there you
He's
go.
A young guy.
He's young coach. He's never been to the playoffs before, but I trust him over Jason Kidd.
Yep.
Bro, and Vaughn says right here, Mavs getting killed, and he said it earlier in non-Luka minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's because Jason Kidd is making the non-Luka minutes difficult.
Yep.
You feel me? Like you have a rotation. You have enough players that play at every position where you can still have a 5-man positional rotation when you go to your bench. You don't have to lose everything and say, I got to just play all guards or something like that when I go to my bench. You don't. You can have Gafford play with Kyrie and all those guys and just play another guard and Luka Doncic's spot or whoever else you're switching out. It's not that hard. Yeah, Hardy. But for some reason he wants to Hardy. There you go.
Bro, remember, then I just asked you that a minute ago before we got the members on. I said, listen, with that lineup I named off to you, it was Kyrie, Tim Hardaway, Exum, Josh Green, and Maxi Kleber. That was the 5 he put out there. Oof. Who in that lineup is going to give you consistent offensive scoring for that team? Consistently.
Exactly, bro.
Gotcha.
You can't even. And the thing is, Maxi Kleber's not a role guy. The Mavericks are awesome at getting buckets rolling. They were in this game as well.
Yep.
Why not make it? It's like a cheat code. It's like an extension of your star player. If I can't get buckets, I can get easy buckets for whoever's rolling with me because they're going to roll and get a Gafford or a Lively. You can run when Luka's not in the game. Gafford and Kyrie. You can run Luka and Lively. You can get easy buckets the way just because you can watch the game like the rest of us and see that they're scoring easily in the paint. But then you say, no, I'm not going to try that anymore. It was working. I've never seen no one do that. But Jason,
that's why when he said that, he said he did the lineup, but that lineup because and you know, Boston's known for losing to that type of lineup. But it's like, but they were getting beat with the lineup you had in the game.
Yeah, so why try to be smarter than you already are? Like when you already
it's
were
working.
winning.
Why you playing with it, man? Just go ahead and keep that lineup in, or like y'all's been saying, if you want to rest Lively, put Gafford in his place.
Bro, I
just
never
keep that momentum going.
I would never play cards with Jason Kidd, man. Never. I'd be mad at his ass because he did not play to win. And that's the first rule. Man. Like, and I'd be so mad at his ass, man. I'm telling you, he just is a fool at what he chooses, man. Like it's so easy, and that's why I'm so mad at him because it's like, you know, so easy. Even a caveman can do it and all that. That's how I feel with Jason Kidd and his team right now, and he is the reason like they're not being successful in these games. It's just him. It really is just him.
You know, the thing you mentioned, King, that's really obvious in the first quarter there, Kyrie was able to do pick and roll with the big guys, the centers, and he was getting to that foul shot line, and he was just missing. But KP didn't know what to do. He literally was in the middle like, oh, I can't go at him and block it because Gafford's open or Lively, right? He was totally confused, and we're getting easy buckets all day on them. Like we could have made those buckets. We would have been killing them. That's all you got to do. And it's so simple. Like, I don't understand why we weren't picking that advantage every time. It's like he just takes guys out that gives us an advantage. It makes no sense to me.
And it's funny in the postgame where Jason's Kidd said why he put the small lineups in. He said, they struggle when struggle when they put small lineups in. I can't tell.
Struggling. Oh, really? How many games have they lost this year, dummy?
Bro, like I said, from the halfway point of the third, or maybe a little bit closer towards the beginning of the third, when they put that lineup into the fourth quarter, you saw them getting killed with that lineup, and you kept them in there. I don't understand that. I was like, bro, like Nick just said, I don't know if he's purposely sabotaging this team or he's just incompetent, bro.
Andy had a pocket of timeouts, Relle. Like, so you don't have to sit back and watch the momentum go all the way away. You can stop.
Bro, he was letting these dudes go on like 20, like 3 runs or whatever, man, and not calling a timeout.
Bro, when I got it down to 2, and they really, I'm gonna tell you the truth, when they hit a 3, whatever, got it to 5, I'd have probably called a timeout and said, "Hold up, guys, hold up."
Yes, sir.
And if I didn't call it after that 3, just because that's how momentum works, like we were holding them in check, and then you let one go, like, all right, let me talk to y'all, we good. And if I wouldn't have got up after that first bucket, at least the next bucket, like I'm like, all right, y'all, we were getting it close. I got to stop it before we get back up to like 10 or something like that because we under 10. You feel me? Like he had timeouts in his pocket, and Jason Kidd just says, no, let's just go Maxi Kleber and just ride this out and see if the team can do this. And it's like, they're not going to do it, Jason Kidd. But I'm going to try it. I'm going to keep going.
We saw that. We saw that against the Pacers. I'm sorry, Relle, but we saw that against the Pacers, and we were talking about Rick Carlisle again. When they got it close, and then we hit a bucket. Boom, timeout. He actually took 2 quick timeouts in the third quarter to stop our momentum, and it worked.
All the good coaches do that, man. All the good coaches.
2 quick timeouts, bucket, boom.
That kind of goes back to what Johnny was talking about earlier when he was like, oh, you know, he did a good job coaching in, you know, X game or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, he does it, but then he follows it up with these kind of games.
He had
like, you don't stay consistent. It's like we see that you can do it. Just
we had a 10-point lead against the Pacers, bro. A 10-point lead. He put Timmy in the game. This, I don't care who it was. If it was Kyrie Irving, right? When Timmy got in the game and basically allowed not just that one bucket, not just that second bucket. So the second bucket, I'd have probably pulled him and said, Timmy, come on back out. You ain't right now. We trying to win this game. Go ahead or whatever. Somebody else in there. After that third bucket, even if it was Kyrie Irving, I probably have pulled him for a second and said, hold up, bro. We had a 10-point lead with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. You feel me? Like you can't just do that, man. Like as a coach, there's no way you can allow that. That's foolishness. Like it's getting to a point where I'm like Div in the Max earlier. Somebody about can the players call timeouts? Like if I'm Luka Doncic, I'm calling the timeout and going to the sideline and say you got to pull him out the game right now.
You can't though. You can't. You know why? That's a division in the locker. You cannot have players going against other players.
You're right, but right now, Tim Hardaway should understand. The team should understand. It's not about, like I said, even if it was Kyrie Irving, it's not even about taking the guy out and saying that you trash in general. It's just right now in that momentum. Like I got to understand that you off right now, and we trying to close this thing out. So you need to be off the court right now. Like even if Tim wasn't Tim Hardaway, say Tim Hardaway was, give me the best six man. Say he's Norman Powell. If Norman Powell would have came in the game and did the same thing, you got to sit him for a second. Like Norman, chill for a minute, bro. Like we had a game plan going on. Let me go back to the other player that actually successfully made me get this lead or whatever is going on. Since you are off right now, let's just chill, let him win it out, and then we'll get back to you next game or whatever. Like a player should understand that, and a coach, if he can't understand that, it's up to the coach to make the player understand that. But Jason Kidd will just keep going with something when it's broken and saying we're gonna ride this thing out. It's gonna fix on its own. And it doesn't make sense.
Does Nico need to have a conversation with Luka and Kyrie and say, boys, I don't believe in this guy. I want to get another guy. Like, does he do that?
I don't know, man.
Probably not.
I think when you hire your coach before your GM, your coach kind of in a higher position in the hierarchy than your GM, right? Like, just think about it on the real. Yeah. Let's just be 100%.
Well, we got a new owner now, so he shouldn't have that excuse anymore.
It's up to the new owner. It's really that's all of this. That's what all of this really like relies on or whatever. The new owners and what they decide to do. If the new owner really goes a different direction and said we don't need Mark Cuban to decide these decisions, we'll make decisions. Then hopefully Nico gets to do what he wants to do, and Nico can get his own regime.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and probably call it the evening here, guys. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. We'll go ahead and put y'all backstage. Go ahead and close up the show here. As a matter of fact, let me just do this. All right. Appreciate y'all, man. Good show, man. Good show. Oh, my bad. Let me do this now. All right.
Oh, we gotta come back. Okay, let me come back. Be professional again.
Yeah, we are professional again. Listen, man. We definitely appreciate the members, man, joining us, man, talking all things Dallas Mavericks, man. I know, like I said, tough loss tonight. I think we all kind of have the same kind of idea of what the issue is, man. We just gotta. I don't even know what to tell y'all anymore, man. I don't know what to say, man. We see the issue. We gonna have to, like I said before, we have to grin our teeth and just bear it, you know. It don't look like Kid gonna be going anytime soon. You know, we see the issues, y'all. We see the issues. So it's definitely not us. So don't let folks make it seem like it's us, man. Don't let the Mav brass feel like it's us. We out here tripping, right? Because I know a lot of them aren't calling out Jason Kidd or whatever. So don't make it feel like it's just us, bro. We see what the issue is, but it is what it is. Listen, man. If you guys are brand new to the channel, if you're into all things Dallas Mavericks, man, listen. You're in the right place. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. We definitely got more on the way. What's today? Friday? What's the next game?
Sunday.
Dang it, man. I do this every time, King.
Sunday.
It probably is Sunday, man. You know, no professionalism out here. Yeah. So we play the Philadelphia 76ers in Dallas, y'all, on Sunday. So it's an early game, too, 12 p.m. God. So yeah, we'll be back on Sunday, guys. So everybody, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and everybody, please hit that like button too, man. Help us build that algorithm up, man. For more Mad fans like yourselves, can you go ahead and plug our new partnership in?
Oh yeah, our new partners there with Fanatics, guys. If you want any official Dallas Maverick merchandise, please use our link at the bottom of the screen. Or you can take a picture that was a QR code on the screen right there if you're watching us. And right now they have a code for free U.S. shipping on orders over $24, and that's use code 24SHIP. That's 24SHIP, and you'll help the channel about that. So we appreciate you guys very much, and we appreciate Fanatics for partnering up with us.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate Fanatics, man. Appreciate y'all, man, for giving your boys a chance out here, man. We definitely appreciate it. Also, too, man, you saw who the guys on the screen today. If you want to become a member of the channel, man, go ahead and hit that join button right next to the subscribe button, man, and become a member. I saw we got some people who are members. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to TGK, man, for gifting memberships, guys. I see the membership numbers are growing. You guys can definitely join us here on Fridays, man. If we don't have a game on Fridays, we normally have our members only shows in the morning on Fridays. But if it is a game like we had today, we do our members only post game shows here on Friday evenings if it's a game like we had today. So also too, you heard us talking about Playback. You guys can follow us on playbackman.tv. Watch all the Mav games. Shout out to the people we gifted VIP passes to. They got to literally sit there and watch the games with us. With the VIP passes, guys, if you ask for a VIP pass, you can actually watch the game through our playback. So if you need, I think I saw somebody earlier was saying they couldn't see the game because it was something going on. Come on over playback. We get you a VIP, and then bam, you can actually watch the game on your phone. It doesn't cost you anything, guys. It's free. So just join us there on playback, playback.tv, or you can download the playback app. Also, too, guys, you guys can follow me on my other channel, Cause We Geeked. We got a show in the morning, guys. We got a lot of news to cover, man. The geek culture when it comes to movies and television, man. We're gonna talk about the new Superman Legacy movie. They're gonna start shooting here this coming week, and he also changed the title. And it was also some pictures released, man, from the set too, man. So shout out to them. Shout out to James Gunn. We're gonna get into all that, man. Gonna talk about the Avatar: The Last Airbender show on Netflix. We're gonna be talking about all that stuff, man. Everything in the geek culture dealing with movies and television, man. We're gonna do all that. All right, Kings. Everything else I'm missing, man?
Share, and more share, guys. A share is an equivalent to a like is equivalent to a share. Sorry, doing a bunch of promo today. But if you guys could continue to help us out, it's because of you guys sharing, because of your promo and all kinds of things that we get partnerships like Fanatics. So we appreciate you guys all the time. On our way, we got 2K on our way. Our third goal of 3K still. We moving on up to the Jeffersons. We got the 1K on Twitter, man. So the numbers are awesome. We love y'all, glue y'all so much, man. Like for real. So thank y'all, and let's keep rocking, man. Go Mavs, man.
Yes, sir, guys. Like we said, man, we'll be back here on Sunday, man. The Mavs play the Philadelphia 76ers at home. Hopefully we can start getting another win streak going here. So we'll be back here on Sunday, man. Same Mav time, same Mav channel. Go Mavs. Shout out to Jason Kidd, Trash Can Juice. And we out, man.
Peace.